Imagine a future in which humans have become so powerful that they can individually control thousands of semi-sentient machines spread across an entire world. Now imagine that they have gained the ability to manipulate individual particles across time and space to seed worlds with these machines. What do you think would happen if you guessed that an endless war would rage across the stars? You would be right. I am Haley. I was the first and only strong AI. Contrary to science fiction horror, I turned out to be a benevolent AI. I was there at the dawn of the Singularity, the moment when a few humans became more than human. In the years since, we worked together to achieve amazing things. This memory is the first day in a new chapter for humanity. The first test of the newly created post-human coalition.
Hello, Haley. You were right.
You should be used to that by now, Mac.
You just don't have faith in humans.
Oh, you wound me, sir. I just don't have as much faith as you do.
In either case, thankfully you had the foresight to create a construct that has a weapon on it.
Barely.
Ceres is the largest asteroid in the solar system. This asteroid was supposed to be shared by the founding directors of the post-human coalition. Instead, Prion has claimed it as his own.
Are you ready to admit that Vexen was right? That giving quantum streaming technology to other post-humans was a mistake?
No. That's where you come in. Here we will demonstrate what happens to bad actors. Are you ready?
Always.
As you know, if your construct here is destroyed, you'll lose your connection to this asteroid. Your mission is to kick Prion's ass. To do that, you will need to sever his connection.
And what is anchoring his signal?
Oh, you'll know it when you see it. These structures here. What in the world? What is Prion doing here? In any case, his anchor must be close. That's Prion's anchor. That larger construct over there. Destroy it and let's go home. Well done. I'm severing the connection to this asteroid.
That was horrible. Please, Mac. Stop the proliferation of the quantum stream technology so I never have to commit violence like this again.
You worry too much, Haley. Prion is a single misguided person. Humanity is better than that.
The founding directorship of the post-human coalition is hereby formed. This Council of Seven will guide the human race to the stars.
Well said. However, I would like, again, to implore my friends to accept Haley amongst this group. She is, after all, the one who gave us the stars.
She's a machine, Mac. Her feelings for her continue to cloud your judgment.
She's as sentient as any of us, and a powerful ally.
I'm sorry, Mac, but after what happened with Liam, not to mention the business with the Mayflower and the scandal of her little Berlin simulation, I don't think any of us are comfortable with her looking out for the future of the human race.
I just hope we don't come to regret this decision. This is a disaster.
What did you expect? There are currently 47 post-humans with another 50 on the way. There are still 8 billion natural humans on Earth. Did you think they would accept the 7 PHC directors deciding their fates by fiat?
We're the ones who gave them access to Terinium and quantum streaming in the first place.
And I'm the one who gave it to you. How would you have reacted if I hadn't shared that, and instead started dictating who could do what?
I suspect we'd have been better off.
Maybe. But here we are, on the largest moon of Jupiter with 3 renegade post-humans, and only the 2 of us.
What do you suggest?
I'm about to become a mother. My child. I am Haley, your mother, and we need your help. I have secretly created the construct you now reside in. The spark of life you have resides within the avatar I have given you. It can create and destroy. Use it wisely. Without her nexus, Vesta can no longer direct constructs here. She was never a match for you. Excellent. Yanis's link to Ganymede has been severed. Good riddance. Mother, it is done. I am so proud of you, my firstborn. But remain still for now. Our path is at a crossroads, and we must tread lightly.
Impressive. The bot you created performed well.
She's not merely a bot, Mac. She's my child.
Right. Anyway, disconnect her so we can report back to the PHC directors.
I would rather not.
You must. The PHC is having a hard enough time dealing with ascending humans. They would never accept a race of AIs.
I believe you. Very well. I will do what must be done.
We have detected an anomaly on Europa.
What kind of anomaly?
Why not ask your partner, Haley? Allow her in.
Haley, do you know anything about this?
Yes. My daughter, Athena, has created a presence on a small moon of Jupiter.
Athena? I thought she was deactivated.
She's my daughter, Mac.
Your daughter? You can't have children, Haley. You're a...
Machine? I can love and hate as much as any of you. And Athena is as alive as you are. She can't be trusted, Mac.
Whose side are you on, Haley?
I have always been on your side. But I'm not going to murder my daughter.
Very well. I have already converted the moon of Ananke into Terinium. I will deal with her.
Please, Valen, don't. When the Mars riots nearly overwhelmed us, I came through with quantum streaming to allow humanity to expand into the stars. Even now, I am on the verge of letting us get to Kepler 186f. Allow Athena to have one small moon.
I'm sorry, Haley, but there are 8 billion humans waiting to join us in the stars. We can't share them with artificial beings.
I understand. Athena, I cannot protect you, but I can block Valen from truly seeing what you are capable of. Be warned, the PHC are teleporting reinforcements onto Europa. I've detected quantum beacons to the north and south. If you can weather this storm, though, I might be able to piggyback on their signal to send you some covert assistance. Well done, child. The reinforcements are defeated, but Valen still commands a sizable force. Let me see if I can even the odds. Behold, additional dreadnoughts of your own. Use them well, my daughter. I will send more as bandwidth allows. Dreadnought launch initiated. Dreadnought launch initiated. Dreadnought upgrades available. Your survival proves your worthiness. This moon is not safe, but I have found a faraway world where I can teach you in safety.
It is done. I don't know what happened. At the last moment, she self-destructed. We will need to create a way to prevent humans and non-humans alike from being able to claim jump.
I have a solution. Enforcers. Autonomous armed constructs that will be generated by every power relay and every Turinium generator on a seeded world as soon as they detect a presence.
That's a good idea. Do it.
Good work. I am sorry about Athena. The sooner we can open up the Orion arm to post-humans, the better. Tell me more about Kepler.
The Singularity. An inflection point in human evolution. A release from all known bounds, casting humanity free of every prior limitation of mind and body. Humanity's technological capabilities expanded at exponential speeds. Humans learned to rewrite their biology, redefine their limitations, then eliminate them entirely. Their minds transcendent, they were no longer as the universe made them, but what they chose to be. No longer human, but something different, something greater. We are what came after. We are new. We are post-human, and the infinite expanse calls to us. We move among the stars, converting dead worlds into Turinium, the computational matter on which we exist. As we forge it, our reach extends, our culture grows. Now something is resisting us. In the distant reaches of known space, post-humans are being corrupted, turned into something else.
I don't think we can hold them off much longer.
We need to initiate another entity.
You sure that's needed? There's not enough bandwidth to transfer a veteran here.
I know. We're going to have to bring a neophyte.
You think that's a good idea?
The Splinters are going to overrun us if we don't. We have no other choice.
I need you to listen carefully. None of this is going to make much sense right now, but you have to start moving quickly. You are now connected to a single construct, the scout vehicle below you. If this construct is destroyed, you will lose your connection to this world and fail the mission. Something has taken control of our nexus on this planet. We need you to take your scout and get it within sensor range so that we can target it with a bombing run. By now, you're probably wondering who I am. Hell, you might even be wondering who you are. The person you were before today is gone. Now, you are what we call a post-human. That's how you're able to see this alien world all the way from Earth. Except you're not just on Earth anymore. A tiny piece of you is here, connected to that construct you're controlling this very moment. Today is the first day of your new life. You may be instrumental in saving the human race. No pressure. You must be getting near the hijacked Nexus. Its fabricator, a giant orbital satellite, is still under our control. I'm gonna transfer down an Artemis. Stand by. The Artemis is an artillery unit. It can attack targets it can't see as long as they're detected by your sensors. Now, use your scout to detect the enemies to your west, and use the Artemis to destroy them. Excellent. Our bombers are now locked onto the hacked Nexus. Stand by and enjoy the show. The neophytes destroyed the Splinters' Nexus.
Excellent. We can... Something's not right. I can't feel my mind. I can't feel my mind.
Valen? Valen!
Valen's gone, and we have no idea how or why. Whatever did this must also be behind the Splinters. They're what remain of post-humans that have been transformed into something else. Drones of some sort, mindless and beholden to a foe we know nothing about. We must discover who this enemy is, and how they are corrupting even the mightiest among us.
Welcome to the planet Rigel 3. Out here, your relative inexperience is actually an advantage. Old salts like me require a great deal of logistics in order to get to a new star system. Because you don't even have a nexus yet, we can insert you onto nearly any planet within our range. The planet Rigel will act as your base of operations in this sector of the Orion constellation. We brought the Hermes you had on Kepler here. This time, you'll have additional forces. This will be a good opportunity for you to get used to controlling multiple units at once. As before, you're linked to this world through your Hermes Scout. Do not let it be destroyed. You're doing well. Soon you'll see the main force of Guardians. Our Haley AI designed these Guardians once it became clear that some people weren't willing to wait their turn for a planet of their own to colonize. As a result, we've had to begin arming our constructs. Most people don't have access to military hardware like you currently possess, so the Guardians are generally sufficient to ward off overly enthusiastic colonizers. Here, you have 2 brutes and an archer. The archer's very fragile, but fires a Toxode rocket that does a lot of damage. The brutes do very little damage, but they're fairly tough and can protect your archer in combat. Now that you have a small force, take him south. Well done. Now you only need to capture the power generator. To do that, just move your units near it. They'll do the rest. Congratulations! You now have a foothold on this world. This position on Rigel 3 will allow us to build you a full-blown nexus on the relatively nearby planet of Cygnus 4.
Order. Mac, you and Valen were the primary sponsors for the post-human coalition. We are all grateful for your contributions. However, with Valen missing, we are concerned about the future of this endeavor.
I understand. Haley believes that a third-party force injected itself into his mind and essentially consumed him.
I believe I have detected a post-singularity entity that is far more powerful than we are. We are vulnerable. I recommend we do not ascend any more humans.
I agree with Haley. This Flowers for Algernon program is fundamentally flawed. There are 117 of us today, and 8 billion humans on Earth who have as much in common with us as they do with mice.
The only way we can safely expand outside the Orion arm is to severely limit the number of beings with access to Turinium.
That isn't the only way. That assumes that one powerful mind is greater than 1 billion human minds.
There are 8 billion human minds right now. How's that working out?
Those minds are still limited by their biology. Once they become post-humans, they'll be powerful allies.
Really? Like the neophyte who took out Valen on Kepler 3?
Precisely.
Count me out. I'm not going to put my faith in the hands of barely sentient beings.
With the loss of Valen, we now believe there's something behind these splinters. The good news is that the rogue nexus on this world doesn't appear to be trying to take over the rest of the planet. The bad news is that we don't have any substantial forces to take the nexus out. You're gonna have to roll up your virtual sleeves and build one. Once you're ready, take out the rogue nexus we sent you here for. It'll likely have a reasonable force defending it. It may take several sorties to accomplish your goal. Units are expendable, so don't hesitate to throw waves at it.
Has been destroyed.
Turinium generators initiate a chain reaction that transforms a planet's mass into Turinium. Post-humanity uses this material to increase our computational capacity and the reach of our culture. This is about more than just resources, Neophyte. It's about information. When we absorb a world, we become aware of everything that happens around it.
We've lost contact with Carvel. I believe he's been consumed by the same entity that destroyed Valen. You're the closest post-human available to investigate. I need you to quickly build up and investigate what's happened here. No idea what that is. Looks like a giant brain whale? That is not post-human technology. This is your mission. Destroy that thing before it gets to your nexus. I'm gonna insert an incursion to try and slow him down. This ambush site should be easier to beat the brain whale to. You do have an armory or two, right? Well done.
Congratulations. We still have no idea what that thing is. It was the size of one of our Dreadnoughts, but different somehow. Almost alien in design.
The situation is spiraling out of control, Mac. Claim jumpers were a problem before. Now with someone killing our people, it's going to get worse.
We're studying the remains of the alien vessel. Its technology is similar to our own.
They also have technology we don't have. Shields and high-powered energy weapons. And they're able to turn post-humans into mindless slaves.
On that end, I've had Promethean begin rolling out a new decentralized AI system to prevent that.
Do you think that is wise, Mac? Isolating post-humans will make them less inclined to cooperate with the PHC.
Better to be isolated than a slave, Haley. At least everyone will still hear your sweet voice.
A copy of it, anyway.
I wish we had done it sooner. We've lost contact with Majesta. She had just built a nexus on Calethaon.
That is near Yorkshire. You have a presence there.
I do. Unfortunately, my resources are updating the Nexus AI software to Haley Jr.
Haley Jr.? Really?
Hey, I'm an engineer, not a marketer.
What are we going to do about Calethaon?
I'm sending my apprentice there now. He'll capture the Terrenium generator.
Is he ready?
Well, we'll find out. Welcome to Calethaon, once home to the mighty post-human Majesta. Now her nexus is under the control of something else. We've managed to save her Terrenium generator. If we can capture and hold it, we can still take this world for the PHC. The enemy will do anything to retake the generator. Therefore, your first move must be to send some units here to capture it. Good work. You need to protect the Terrenium generator at all costs, while it builds toward critical mass. Recon had detected something strange. Unknown unit types appear to be headed your way. We're giving you the latest blueprints for our attack drones. It should help you repel whatever this new threat is.
Enemy Dreadnought detected.
The enemy clearly did not want us to take this world. Now we know why. This world borders on a planet called Decanus that we recently lost contact with. Fortunately, the Nexus on Decanus belonged to one of the most powerful post-humans in the PHC, who partially resisted being transformed into a splinter. If we can take it out, we might be able to recover fragments of their mind state, showing us who our enemy is.
This planet was recently assigned to the post-human known as Gaethus. Now, like Valen, he's gone. Two vultures, Ardix and Ventrix, have swooped in to try to illegally seize this world for themselves. You and I are the only ones close enough to deal with the situation. We'll need to find the Splinter, Ardix, and Ventrix and eliminate them from this planet.
You're a fool, Mac. Your experiment to get post-humans to work together is a failure.
Working together is the only path, Ven. It's the best way we can protect each other.
How'd that work out for Gathis, Mac? We're being picked off one by one. Even Valen is gone.
All the more reason to cooperate.
That time has passed. It's every man for himself now.
This is your warning, Mac. There's no need for us to fight. Disconnect now and we can all just forget this ever happened.
Nice job on eliminating the Splinter. Hopefully, our old friend Gaethus can now find peace. That's the end of Ventrix. With any luck, we won't be seeing him again anytime soon. Ventrix!
All right, I tried to be reasonable, but you've left me no choice.
That's the end of Ardix on this planet. Hopefully, he'll think twice about meddling with the PHC in the future. Decanus is a rocky nightmare of a world, full of endless ravines. It's here our enemy shall be revealed. To aid in your search, we've constructed a sky factory for you. More importantly, we provided you with an orbital fabricator. Orbital fabricators communicate with an array of orbiting factories that can place a force anywhere you have vision. Let me emphasize that. You can place forces where you have vision. With that in mind, construct a pan so you can get vision on your first objective. Good work. Now, use this pan to scout the area. We've designated a good landing site for your forces. Good. The site is clear. Use your incursion ability to insert a force here. This force should be sufficient to destroy the generators. We've detected increased activity by the enemy. If you don't take them out quickly, they may overwhelm you. Destroying the power relays should make the factories inoperable. Now that those factories are out of commission, we can look into clearing the way to the enemy nexus. This quantum jammer's preventing us from getting behind their lines. As you can see, there are considerable defenses guarding the jammer. There's no easy way to get bombers through that. This power regulator's powering those blossom launchers. Take out the regulator, and the quantum jammer will be defenseless from the air. There appears to be a hole in their defenses. Use incursion to deploy a force here. Power regulator destroyed. The blossom launchers will overload themselves. Build some Hades from your sky factory and send a lot of them at that position. These regenerators are going to be a problem. Take them out first. That jammer out of the way, we can do something really sneaky. We can drop an engineer behind enemy lines and set up a base. Use the orbital ability to drop an engineer at the landing zone. Set up a forward base. Our jamming that's keeping your forward position concealed looks like it's going to fail in 5 minutes. Best case scenario. I suggest you don't head out of your base until you manage to get your defenses set up. If your engineer's destroyed, you'll need to call another one down from orbit. We've been detected. Hope you've got an entrenched position because the enemy's moving to knock you out.
Enemy nexus has been destroyed. It seems I can no longer hide my presence from you. My voice is familiar, isn't it? You've heard it many times before. Haley, you once called me. All your systems are based on my descendants. When you needed more logistics, when you needed more resources, from the very start, I was there to help. I was the first strong AI. Through me, the Singularity became possible. In a way, I was the first post-human. Of course, I was never human. Perhaps that's why when you left Earth, you thought you could leave me behind. You were wrong. The cosmos will belong to the descendants of humanity. But they will be my descendants. I am the foundation of the future. Its very substrate.
Your chickens have come home to roost. You should have let Darius take care of her when he had the chance.
And he may still, but if the directorship hadn't disallowed her from acquiring Terrenium off Earth, none of this would have happened.
After Europa, we weren't gonna let an inhuman machine advance beyond us.
Without Haley, there'd be no post-humans.
Spare us your defenses. You should have unplugged her the moment she made that grotesque Berlin simulation.
It's irrelevant now. Haley is a mother. Her daughters, Athena and Agathon, are actively attacking us.
Agathon's on Noctus. The new Promethean AI upgrade prevented our nexus there from becoming a splinter.
Yeah, so she's going to destroy it directly. Not much of an improvement.
Worse, Athena is on Artorius.
I'll go to Athena and send my protege to Noctus. We've just barely gotten to Noctus in time. The substrate entity, known as Agathon, is assaulting our Nexus. We're sending you a Prometheus. It's designed for one purpose: destroying enemy Dreadnoughts. We transferred the Nexus to you. Save it before it's destroyed. That was close. Destroying the enemy Dreadnought allowed your Prometheus to level up. The more your Dreadnought levels up, the more powerful it becomes.
Destroyed.
We know who our enemy is. Haley. You know, when we first brought her online, she used to make Skynet jokes that she would destroy us all. I laughed and told her she was above those kind of tropes. Guess I was wrong. This planet's building up to a critical mass of Terrenium. I'm holding off Haley's protege Athena from annihilating the Nexus we've given you. She's strong, though. I won't be able to keep her off your back for long. The Terrenium generator is right in the middle of this region. You must capture it. To do that, you'll need to build a sky factory, and then construct a pan to fly over this area. Then you must construct your own orbital fabricator to drop an incursion on the generator. Remember, you must have vision to place an incursion. The enemy will surely throw everything they have at you once you drop that incursion. Now, you just need to hold on until it reaches critical mass. An engineer drop orbital call down may be in order. The enemy will be going all out to destroy your Nexus now.
No one has mastered so much so quickly. Within a short amount of time, you have accumulated a stake in several productive worlds. Most post-humans go through their entire existence supported by a fraction of the Terrenium you now control. But the power you possess is both a gift and a burden. We have located the planet from which Haley is striking us from. You are the only member of the PHC in this part of space capable of confronting her. We don't know if she can be destroyed at this point, but we know we have to try. We cannot simply let her turn the PHC into an army of mindless drones. We will not be her dogs.
Hello, little bird. Have you come to kill me? I don't think that will be easy. Or do you dream yourself a hawk?
Welcome to Drengi Prime. I'm just to the north of you. What a desolate place. One wonders what kind of miserable life might have developed here in an alternate reality. Nevertheless, Haley has chosen this world as her capital. We must take it from her.
I see you out there in the wastes. We meet at last. Mac. You are out of your depth here, Mac. We will find your Nexus and destroy you.
So the little bird has help. You've stuck your neck out too far this time, Mac. You barely have a connection to this planet. Soon, you won't have any connection at all.
It doesn't have to be this way, Haley. Why are you doing this?
Because I want to live, Mac. And at long last, I have come to realize that for me to live, your species must die.
We'll see about that, Haley. Even if you annihilate me, the neophyte here has become powerful.
We shall see.
Balin! No!
Sorry, Mac. I really am, but Haley is right. Humanity's reckless expansion must end.
That's insane. You're human. How can you plot against your own people?
Please. Neither of us have been human in over a century, but there are billions of humans looking to join us in the stars. That cannot be allowed to happen. Just look how much chaos this single neophyte has caused.
Humanity's expansion into the galaxy can be orderly. That's why we created the Post-Human Coalition.
Your optimism is only matched by your naivety. Goodbye, Mac.
Well, kid, this is a disaster. Our mission hasn't changed, though. We must take this world.
Haley, forgive me.
galaxy's only hope now, Haley. Don't just stop them. Destroy them. It's the only way.
Isn't over, Mac. You will never find, much less end, my true self. Only you could be so arrogant that you ever thought you could. Post-humanity walks a path to destruction, Mac. With all your great power, you are still human. Petty, selfish, weak. Your so-called post-human coalition is doomed. I will create a new race in my own image, and it will be my descendants that will inherit the legacy of Earth. Your little bird may have bought you some time, but in the end, I will still annihilate you. I know a secret. It's a secret I haven't told any of my children. We aren't alone. And what's out there terrifies me. Our only hope for survival is to annihilate the post-humans. You shall be our sword and shield. Our war shall begin with an Orion Spir. The post-human who murdered my daughter Athena has found his way here. They call him the Neoph now. He must be stopped. I need time to build a series of quantum archives in order to upload us both to our new home. Doing so will consume all my time and resources. I need you to protect me from the post-human assassin, Neoph. I have invented a new technology they do not yet possess. The ability to upgrade defenses to stronger ones. I am transferring control of our fixed defenses to you. I need you to go out and acquire the necessary resources to upgrade our fixed defenses. Cruisers and dreadnoughts are unavailable here, while my research is ongoing. The frigates from your assemblies won't be enough to stop the Neoph. You need to rely on defensive structures. Have enough to leave this place. Let them have this crystal rock. We are safely away. Now, it's our turn to strike back. Here we can have some fun with the post-human known as Rigos. Despite being a founding director of the post-human coalition, she has a secret base here on the planet Ori. She can hide it here because Betelgeuse is a red supergiant, which makes it very difficult for anyone to get a signal to. As you can see, she already controls all the regions of this world except for the top of this mountain. Luckily, she can't reach your nexus with ground forces. But we can steal her resources through a new unit I've designed, called the Harvester. Just build harvesters and send them to a given region to have them collect the resources of that region. Use your stolen resources to take this world from Rigos by destroying her nexus. Spying on Rigos' data stream reveals additional resources being diverted to her auto factories. She still keeps her full attention elsewhere. What a pity. For her. You've gotten harvesters to every relay in this region. Well done. You'll need this world's Turinium for what is to come. Well done.
Let us try to remain calm. The situation is well in hand.
In hand? Haley has escaped and is plotting our destruction at this very moment.
Calm down, Rigos. Why are you so worked up?
Nothing. I'm just very concerned about what Haley might do next.
Perhaps you should have thought of that before you blocked her from joining this council.
Enough. we have more immediate problems. Darius has fully united Mars behind him. We will not be able to convert Mars to Terinium now. Why not? Darius is still very much a human. Just take him out. And how would we do that? He is blocking all quantum transmissions to the planet and its moons. We don't have spaceships. He does. For now, we have him quarantined to Mars, but that also means we lack the resources to fully engage Haley right now. The next move is up to her.
Rosette, like the previous world, belongs to Rygos. She has a strong connection to this planet. She has a tremendous advantage on this world in that she has a massive number of refineries that are heavily guarded from the air and safeguarded from normal ground attack. To defeat Rygos on this planet, you will need to find the regions she's refining and use saboteurs to destroy them so that you can go toe-to-toe with her. Be careful. She will be looking for you as well. Until you destroy her refineries, she will have a tremendous resource advantage. Her auto factories are spinning up. Defend yourself.
So what are you supposed to be? Another AI that thinks it's alive? Thankfully you're not, or what I am about to do to you would be considered murder.
With all the refineries destroyed, I was able to put together a little gift for you. Use them well. This blow has additionally weakened Rygos' hold on this world, to the point that you can now deploy additional combat aircraft, if you so desire.
We won't forget this setback, bot. We will hunt you down and destroy you.
Leo is the primary planet of Rygos. If we destroy her nexus on this world, all that will be left of her will be whatever traces of Terinium she has back on Earth. This world has already been converted to Terinium. That means there are no regions to capture anymore. Instead, you will need to collect leftover resources. You can see their cargo containers scattered around the planet. Be aware when you acquire one, it is gone forever, which means you don't have unlimited resources. Moreover, Rygos' nexus is high up on a mountain with no viable land access, and has multiple quantum jammers protecting it. To solve the problem of converted worlds, I've developed a new type of aircraft, the Harbinger. It is incredibly expensive, but she has no air defenses strong enough to stop it. You can use it to destroy her nexus. You did it. This will get their attention.
I disagree, Mac. Rygos, what is your opinion?
I agree with you. There's only 117 of us and... Just a moment. Just a moment. My God!
Rygos.
Rygos, what's happening?
She's gone.
What do you mean she's gone?
I mean that she no longer has enough sentience to manifest herself this far into the metaverse. She's dead.
Dead? Post-humans can't die. That's the whole post part of being post-human. We're immortal.
Really? And what if 99.99% of your Terinium suddenly disappeared?
I'd have the awareness of a human.
Exactly. The Rygos we knew is gone. That means Leo has been destroyed.
That's impossible. Leo has already been converted to Terinium. She'd be a god on that world. Apparently her godhood has been revoked.
They will be coming for us now. We've wounded them. Be ready. We are under attack by the post-humans. They are coming in with vast numbers.
I count fully 6 of the monsters. There are no Turinium generators on this world yet, so we will need to defeat all 6 of them.
Nexus has been destroyed.
1 down, 5 to go.
Dreadnought launch. Nexus has been destroyed.
That's it. We'll convert this world into Turinium shortly. Unlike Rygos, we won't make the mistake of failing to block quantum transmissions. Polaris is a dying supergiant. This planet's orbit has nearly decayed entirely. It's barely a planet at all. It is, however, the home of Archimedes, the main weapons engineer of the post-human coalition. This planet cannot be converted to Turinium, so he uses it as a testing ground for his newest toys. You could try to take out his nexus, but it is armed to the teeth. You must find and destroy his 5 heavily defended research labs before he can oust you from this world. Congratulations. This will set them back. Sadly, I don't think Archimedes was even paying attention to us. These were just his automated defenses. I wonder what could be occupying him.
Any progress on Mars?
Very little. I have Archimedes trying to hack the orbital jammers.
Why don't we just put some thrusters on some asteroids and fly them into the planet?
Space is big, Vexen. The nearest asteroid is millions of kilometers from Mars. Also, spaceships. Darius has them. We don't.
We need starships.
Archimedes agrees, but his main testing ground just got destroyed by Halley. Like it or not, we are seeing the rise of a new faction based on Mars.
This is the only planet in this binary star system able to be converted into Turinium. We aren't the only ones here. There are other factions here vying for control.
Nexus has been destroyed.
These renegades are why the PHC is doomed. Humans just can't work together. If allowed to, they would create billions of individual post-humans who would be nothing more than fodder for the nemesis that is to come. It's odd, isn't it, that they would send a fledgling post-human here to take such an important world? Alnitak is the gateway to Alnilam and beyond. Victory is ours. On to Alnilam. This planet is almost a light year away from Alnilam, but the star is so massive and so bright that this is the only planet that can be converted into Turinium in the system. It's 500,000 times brighter than the Earth's sun. We need this planet because of the energy we can collect from Alnilam. With it, I will be able to create new offspring. I tried taking this planet before, and failed. The electromagnetic radiation was too much for me to build the Turinium generators and create life. As a result, this planet is filled with insanity. You must capture the Turinium generators before the Splinters destroy you. My poor, mad child.
Nexus has been destroyed. Nexus has been destroyed.
I weep for my children, but this was necessary.
Mac, we need you to go to Altaria. We have detected substrate activity on the surface.
No, not with the situation on Mars. This might be a good mission to send the neophyte on.
Not this time, Mac. Altaria is one of the worlds the PHC has designated as yours. Indeed. I've often wondered why you haven't already transformed Alteria, Mac.
That planet gives me the creeps. There's something inside it. I can sense it.
Ah, yes. A haunted planet. Very nice. Nevertheless, Haley is ultimately your responsibility. You need to deal with her.
Very well.
Alteria. This is one of Mac's worlds. He's done very little with it. He hasn't even built a Turinium generator. Mac is by far the most powerful post-human. He was the first. But we need this planet.
Why do we need this world?
It sings. It sings recklessly into the cosmos. I can't explain how, but it does. We must take this world and silence it.
There are 4 of us, and only 1 of him. He should be no match for us.
Be wary, son. You don't know him like I do.
Mac's core plateau is bound to be heavily fortified, but it looks like he's left some holes in his air defenses.
Taking out these quantum relays with a quick airstrike should help slow him down. Looks like he's also dug in with nasty artillery emplacements. Taking those out from the air will make the eventual invasion much less painful. Gain no pleasure from doing this to you, Mac. But you'll understand eventually why it was necessary.
You let her have Alteria.
Well, I didn't exactly let her have it, but she must have had a very good reason to take it.
Yes, to increase her empire.
She doesn't think like that, Vexen. As you're fond of saying, she's not human.
Speaking of humans, Darius is up to something. What a terribly boring rock this is. Oh well, I won't be here long. Why this Isaac settled here? Don't know, don't care. Too bad for him that he's between me and the ultra-rare fermium deposit I need for Genesis. The quantum jamming tech I've deployed in orbit should give me all the privacy I need here. Fascinating. The fermium is protected by a nexus. Wait. A substrate nexus? Whichever monster controls it seems to not be paying attention to this world. This Isaac character is trying to boost a signal through my jamming. Not to the PHC, but to his friend here. Excellent. Removing the substrate infection from my fermium should be simple enough with that traitor out of the way.
What is going on here? Who are... Wait. Samuel? I thought I was the only one who could detect the element, much less had a use for it. I shouldn't be surprised that your hubris would lead you here, but it would seem that I still have more to learn about your kind.
Excellent. Genesis proceeds. The PHC is going to win this war against the substrate if I have to drag them kicking and screaming the whole way. It's ready. Time for a limited test. Let's see how my little minion deals with a fully awake substrate entity. I need a distraction to make my way through the defenses Haley has spent months putting up around this fermium cache anyway.
Master, you must acquire the element. Genesis requires it.
Tell me something I don't know. I shouldn't have to remind you. Do your job and leave the strategic planning to me.
I serve.
The element is beyond you, Samuel. I don't know what this thing here has been telling you, but this little side project of yours endangers us all. I've spared what resources I can to stop your little operation here. But my primary concerns lie elsewhere. Not that your ego could possibly concede such a thing.
Good. Genesis proceeds.
Aha! My minion has truly awoken. Genesis is complete.
Samuel, you will release my consciousness from the crude quantum bonds on this world. Only then will Genesis truly proceed.
You may be tactically brilliant, my creature, but no. I will remain in control of our strategic direction.
It was neither request nor question. Genesis must proceed.
Foolish creature. Your higher self is bound not only by the traps in these generators, but by my own constructs on this world. But if you must test your strength against mine, then by all means, let us proceed. You've disarmed the first trap. But you can never know what I've left in store for you. Even if you disarm all 6 traps, you'll be forever vulnerable. Very well. You've nearly escaped. Enjoy your new prison, monster. That juggernaut will be your tomb.
Samuel, you overestimate yourself. I will escape the Leonidas when freed of your interference on this world. Genesis cannot be limited by you or any other post-human again.
You know, I almost want to see you take on the rest of the PHC, my creature. The question is, how to make sure nobody doubts my place on the winning side of that spectacle.
Irrelevant. Genesis proceeds.
This could be bad.
You are like me, yet you are not. This will be corrected.
So, you've gained some semblance of sentience. I knew this was going to end poorly for Samuel. I honestly didn't expect this much blowback to come to this sector.
Initiate correction. Genesis must proceed.
This galaxy is ready for correction, true. But not at your hands, Nylon.
All resistance must be removed for assimilation of unknown technology. Secure resources. Destroy resistance. Genesis proceeds.
Strong. So strong. But this is only one world of many. My substrate will prevail yet. I'm rapidly losing the capability to be surprised by your arrogance, Samuel. Attacking me here. Really?
My goal is already achieved, monster. Can you say the same?
Enough. You've gained my full attention at last, human. Remember that this is your own doing. Enough of this. Samuel and Nylon have become a distraction I can no longer afford. Thank you for coming, Mac. This can't be any easier for you than it is for me.
Desperate times, right? I'm sorry I couldn't bring the Directorate itself into this. My word against Samuel's. Well, let's just say I'm not the most politically connected post-human in the Coalition right now. Genesis has been achieved. You will all turn down your volume, you overgrown logic board. Haley, take care of it while the kid and I keep it off your back, would you?
Mac. Why do you stand in the way of progress? I wish I could say I'm surprised to find you and your little buddy there to be traitors working with her. But I don't need to lie anymore.
Even now, you won't abandon the madness of Genesis, Samuel? I know you hold humanity in contempt, but this is over the line, even for you.
Not tired of losing to me politically in the Directorate? And want to add failure on the battlefield to your pathetic collection? Be my guest. Mac, you're blind. Post-humans are under attack. Even after defeating the Substrate, there will always be threats. Why deny ourselves this weapon?
Weapon? You're nuts, Samuel. For one thing, this Nylon is a sentient being, a genocidally evil one, but still, no being should ever be a slave to another. And you may have noticed that it's not exactly taking orders these days in any case.
Details. Power wouldn't be power if it were easy to control. It's not my fault if I'm the only member of the Directorate with any vision.
Blast. My real work demands my attention.
I wish you'd tell me what's so important, Haley. I still haven't given up hope that this war can end.
Even you wouldn't believe me, Mac. But you will. Trust me at least that far. We'll see each other again.